There is a moment, standing in an empty room, when you realize the house was never really yours. It belonged to the memories you made inside it. And right now, millions of people are quietly packing boxes, peeling tape, and saying goodbye to the places that shaped them, wondering how something made of wood and drywall could feel so impossibly alive. We are talking about a home that had a certain kind of gravity, a wide front porch that caught the afternoon light just right, a kitchen where the linoleum floor creaked in the same spot every single morning, and a hallway closet that smelled like cedar and old winters and everything your family ever tried to protect. It held 30 years of fingerprints on door frames. The hardest item was not the furniture, not the photographs, not even the old rocking chair your grandmother sat in. It was a pencil-marked wall in the back bedroom where every child in the family had their height recorded year by year, like a quiet little archive of growing up. You cannot roll that up and put it in a box, and yet somehow you have to leave it behind for strangers who will almost certainly paint right over it without a second thought, which is maybe the most quietly devastating sentence you will ever hear on a Tuesday afternoon. Some people say letting go is a skill, and if that is true, most of us are failing spectacularly. The packing process starts with confidence you tell yourself you are, being rational, organized, even a little ruthless. And then you open a junk drawer and find a birthday card from someone who has been gone for 11 years. And suddenly you are sitting on the kitchen floor for 40 minutes doing absolutely nothing useful. Behavioral economists call this the endowment effect, where we assign irrational value to things simply because we own them. But honestly, any theory that uses the word irrational to describe crying over a birthday card has never loved anyone properly. We thought moving would feel like freedom, and instead, it felt like amputation. Earlier in the process, maybe when you first listed the house, there was a kind of optimism, a clean slate narrative, a fresh chapter energy, and then the movers arrived, and the room started echoing, and the optimism quietly left without saying goodbye, which feels cosmically rude. Experts in grief and transition, people like Dr. Mary Ainsworth and her work on attachment theory, would tell you this is completely normal, that humans form genuine bonds with physical spaces, the same way we bond with people, and yet knowing that does not make the echo in the hallway any less sharp. History is full of people who packed up everything and survived, and their stories are the only honest comfort available. Think about every family that crossed a continent with what fit in a wagon, or rebuilt after a fire took everything, or emigrated with 2 suitcases and a photograph. They all felt this exact hollow feeling, and they all eventually built something new. The irony is that the very act of leaving a home proves you are someone who made one. And that is not nothing, that is actually everything. Here is the misconception worth addressing directly. People assume that moving on means forgetting, and that is simply not how memory works. The ritual we used was simple. Before the last box left, every person in the family walked through each room alone, said thank you out loud to the space, and left one small stone on the windowsill as a placeholder for every good thing that happened there. It sounds almost embarrassingly sentimental until you do it. And then it sounds like the most necessary thing a human being can do. Discipline in grief means letting yourself feel it without letting it stop you. The practical lesson history teaches us is this: the people who transition best are not the ones who feel the least. They're the ones who feel it fully and then take the next step anyway, which is a strategy worth applying whether you are leaving a house, a relationship, a career, or any version of your life that has quietly expired. You do not have to be numb to be brave, and you do not have to rush to be ready. Some stories do not end, they just change address. Whatever comes next, the memories encoded in your body from that home, the specific weight of that front door, the exact pitch of that creaky step, the way light came through that one window on winter mornings, those travel with you completely free of charge, no boxes required. And maybe that is the most honest thing we can say. The house was always just the container, and you were always the thing worth keeping. If you like this video, subscribe and check out all our other topics.